Hello everyone, today I'm gonna do a short replay review for people out of my Discord channel. While there are a lot of signups for that, I will do that game by game, so next videos with your replays will be there. If you'd like me to have a quick watch of your game for free, sign up for Support Heaven Discord. Today we've got 3 games and I will try to help you with the question you've asked. So this replay is from Eclipsing Binary, who's around Legend MMR. He's playing CM position 5, and first thing I want to say about this game is how amazing your Lifestealer and Jakiro are. So Lifestealer doesn't have Rage versus Ogre, so he's eating every Ignite, and your Jakiro position 4 doesn't have his E at level 3, which is amazing considering you have 0 tower push. I don't know what to say. So the first thing you do is securing the mid rune. You kill this co-op here after some trading. I like the fact that you're here. I don't like the fact that you use the frostbite so early, but in the end you get a kill, so that's the most important part. It's very important for you to stop co-op from snowballing early on, because later on it's hard for you to do that, because she's just gonna ultimate you and then you're gonna die. So every time you get a chance to ruin co-op's game, I think you should do that, and this movement is exactly that. So the second thing you ask me is if your TP on the mid lane was right. And I see you watch the bot lane. You know you cannot contest the XP runes. And the Furion is respawning in 10 seconds. I think this is a good TP. You're level 3 right now, just before 7 minutes, so you kind of need levels as well. There's a huge wave. I think you're way too afraid not farming it, because you can see co-op on the bot lane, right? So that not only allows you to get the last hits, but also forces Furion to go there, and he gets the kill. So you ask me if I like this TP? Yeah, I like this TP. Don't be too selfless about your farming when you're playing position 5. In situations like this, when your mid laner is strong, which he is right now, he's supposed to rotate, and that's the perfect time for you to get the experience and gold. And I'll be honest with you, this game is a perfect example of one of those games that the things that are happening there are so random, it's very hard for me to give you insight how you can play the game in the mid game. Because, you know, I shouldn't say this, but you can realize at this point that your teammates are very underwhelming when it comes to their game knowledge. And you're playing CM, so it's not like you can solo carry this game, because in the end, you're playing against Draw Ranger that counters you. Axe doesn't really care, and co-op, you know, you have the leash for her, but on the other hand, like, you're never gonna kill her, right? So I wouldn't put too much thought into this game. I like the movements by you in the mid game, like, until this point. But right now, it's getting so random right now that your movements on the map, yeah, like, you're pushing the mid lane here. Your Lifestealer is not supposed to die bot, he's supposed to jungle right now. And by doing this, whatever is happening there, and your Lifestealer goes bot and just feeds, and then this guy just feeds, I have no idea what to say. Like, you're doing the right thing. That's the most important part. Obviously, you can improve your laning stage, but in the end, you have the right principles. So just keep them. And this sequence is a perfect example of what I mean by that. So you punish the Ogre, you force him to TP, and then you know that you have to play for the Axe to not be able to hit the creeps freely, because he's alone, right? And then his Axe, your CM, so you're supposed to kite him. And that's exactly what you do. And that's what I mean. You're not gonna win every game. As long as you play above your level, you're gonna win like 70%. And that's fine for us. You punish this Axe, you deny with your Lifestealer, that's all you need to do. Like, some games you're just gonna lose, and that's just unfortunate. But I see you have the right principles. So the second replay is from player called Rudy, and he's playing AA. It's Battle Cup game, Immortal level. So the first thing I wanna say, I'm looking at the drafts, and all I see is they have one win condition, which is TB. And your only job in this game as supports or as team basically is stop this TB from farming creeps. Because in the end, this Dawnbreaker, like Earth Spirit, they all revolve about all they need to do is just let TV farm, because in the end they won't be the win condition. So that's the most important part for you. And exactly what I'm talking about is happening right now. So I think what you're supposed to do is smoke just after you get this tower, because this TB is this area. It's obvious, right? Because he was just showing up there. And then the mid lane, there's some fight happening. It was happening like 30 seconds ago. So that's the perfect time. Yeah, like right now, if you jump on this guy right now, he just dies. He just dies. And you had the smoke. You were late to use it though. So what's gonna happen now? Your teammates are connecting, but there's gonna be a fight on the bot lane. But this was your window to kill him, to punish him even more. So that's the first mistake I see. However, I will just say I like your approach when it comes to pushing the lanes and playing for the objectives. So right now, I don't like the fact that you're playing on the lane that SF wants to farm, but on the other hand, there's a reason for that. So it's completely acceptable, right? So right now, your movement here is to go towards the XP shrine, you get the kill as well. SF wants to farm here, right? So that's the only problem, but you getting the XP shrine is completely fine. So that's a good thing that you're doing. But right after that, I would like you to wait for the ultimate, connect to the Beastmaster and smoke with him so you can get the kill. Because you playing towards this SF is forcing them, enemies, to deal with that. So right now they know the Beastmaster doesn't have help, right? So what's gonna happen is they will smoke for him. I think your guess was they will smoke for SF and you get the tower. But I think if you're here in this position, you're playing with the strong hero, which Beastmaster is right now, you get the kill on at least the TB, because that's how you are supposed to go for, right? Every time you get a chance to kill TB, you kill TB. And all of those movements you're doing, they are fine, they're just a bit late. Like, after you took the XP shrine, what you can do is instantly go for this smoke, TP top and then smoke, and then punish TB. And instead of that, you do this 1 minute later, and this is costing you your Beastmaster's life. And again, this smoke here is fine, but you're aiming to kill the TB, right? So we show up here, okay, the smoke pops. Okay, I guess you have to do this. But this is a bad kill for you. It's very bad. I like the fact that you don't use the ultimate, but still, you need to punish the TV, not the supports. Because if they win the game, it's only because TV farms. Because in the end, what's gonna cost you in this game is exactly that, which is lack of urgency. You know the right moves, you're just late with them every time. Like, you see the TB here, and it's actually not your fault that you don't kill him. But your Beastmaster should be all over this area. Like, all over this area, and not letting TB farm. And if he farms, that means he's farming this, and this, and this, and that's it. If he's farming aggressively in this area, right? And instead of that, he's like farming here, running from there, and that's what's gonna cost you. Because, as I said, this TB is the only problem in this game. And this fight here is gonna be a perfect background for me to explain some things to you. So basically, in this game, as I said, there's one win condition. So if you're playing AA, it's very important for you to cast your ultimate on TB. And if you hit the other heroes, that's great. That's fucking great. But your main goal is to hit the ultimate on TB. So he doesn't get to heal, and you get to kill him every time. So every fight that you win, even, or you lose, whatever, but the TB doesn't die, it's awful for you. Because right now, if you're all over the TB and your SF is farming, that's perfect scenario for you. Because fat SF is gonna be fine versus TB matchup, as long as he gets like one more item than the enemy has, right? And then you can even get like a solar crest on you or Jakiro. It's fine. But as I said, kill the TB, win the game. That's all you need to do. Like, nothing else needs to happen. So right now we're watching Silencers played by Stream, his 6k MMR, and you said you feel like you're useless in the lane. And I will tell you that there's a reason for that. I don't think you're supposed to pre-unblock your small camp. It's way more important for you to block their big camp. Because you cannot afford to block with your body. So the first thing is, you're gonna get W by Axe, so that reduces your HP. And then shrapnels will hurt you a lot, right? So you cannot afford to go for body block like this, because this sniper only has to do what only he has to do, is just go there and just kill you. So that's why you're useless. Because they have so much damage if they have their spells that you cannot afford to not play in the lane. Like over there, right? You're supposed to pull and play in the lane. You're not supposed to go anywhere here because this is a death sentence. If you're useless on the lane and you don't do much, but your carry is free farming, that's completely fucking fine. You don't have to think about it. As long as your carry is hitting creeps, he's allowed to hit creeps. You don't need to do much. That's the first thing, right? So in this kind of lane, you're not gonna be able to do much, and that's fair enough. So in games like this, what you need to do is just realize that at certain point, which is should be right now, and then just rush boots. You just rush boots and you stack for your alchemist, you secure runes if you need to, you rotate to other lanes, sorry. But yeah, that's exactly what you're supposed to do right now. Like, if your alchemist is farming, there's no problems for you. Like, your job is to secure alchemist farm. If he's farming, fair enough. You don't need to do much more. And you get a kill. Like, your alchemist is doing perfectly fine. You don't need to break a sweat over it. Just get your boots and then rotate. Because in this game, your win condition is alchemist. I was talking about the win condition, right? And what you're doing right now, yeah, you're being useless. Because you're supposed to stack for your alchemist right now. And for some reason, you're just running around the lane. You have no impact whatsoever. Because you're not supposed to have impact on this lane. Yeah, I like the TP. You're supposed to fuck off the top lane. But if you can stack on the way before you TP, and you have the time to do that, right? That is gonna be so much useful for the alchemist. And the sooner he gets the radiance and the blink, the easiest it's gonna be for him to punish the broodmother. And the broodmother is getting out of control at this point. In most cases, if you want to play towards your carry, that means you usually stack and play away from him. That's what carries want. They want to have space to farm. They don't wanna fight unless they are like Ursa heroes that are good at killing people, right? But other than that, they usually want to hit creeps, and that's the most important thing for them. So you forcing plays around the alchemist, and then just not stacking for him, but just randomly being there, is just no. Because I could be going over macro decisions and all of that shit, but I think the most important part is you're playing position 5, and you never made any effort for your carry to have a good game. You never tried to do anything for him. Because your hero doesn't really kill them on the safe lane, right? So you never forced people away from his lane, which is like rotating anywhere and then forcing people to TP there. Or you never stacked for your alchemist as well. You're just being there. And that's the worst kind of support. That just is there and just leeches experience of your carry. Because your carry has like... he has crazy amounts of last hits right now. He's doing perfectly fine. He's doing perfectly fine on the network as well. But none of this, like, I'm being real. None of this is because of you. That's it for today. As I said at the start, go sign up for our Discord as the community is growing and I want to reward that with things like replay reviews. Thanks for watching, subscribe to the channel and like the video. See you.